What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Going on, ladies and gentlemen. Going on, ladies and gentlemen. That's me here. Let me mute myself in the back. Like button. Down. Oh yeah. Alright, make that small. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? As you come in, you be so kind again to hit the like button. Should have a very entertaining show today, to say the least. I try always my best to entertain. Give me 1 second. I had to find out how to set this up previous, man. I get it together one day. Like right now I'm streaming through OBS. So I gotta go in. If you do YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. I gotta find out how to put my settings in here beforehand. I have to go in and save things, monetize it. Do this on the page. Now let me get the link, the actual link. I'm gonna be back right quick to say what's up to you. Let me know. Actually, like I said, I can see y'all now. But for Mark H, Manny Tip Diamond, Cruise Missiles 3, Stephanie R, what's going on, baby? What's going on? What's going on? I need a big favor from you guys too. A big favor. I'm gonna tell you about the favor in the show. While I'm doing the show. Let me put this in a couple of Facebook groups and tweet it out. If you guys would be so kind again. I'm finally out of Twitter jail, but you guys can share the videos, the pod. What you like? Share it. Twitter, Facebook, whatever. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. Come on. Join me live as Microsoft plug on Crackdown 3. Plug on Crackdown 3. Hold on, pull the plug on Crackdown 3. What else is in this video? Xbox Live on Switch. And it's only getting copied. Okay, we'll talk about a few things during this video. So let me right click and copy. Shout out to you guys that was there during the live stream last night. I live streamed Yakuza for like about 4 hours. It ain't that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Since I started streaming, I done played some games that I normally wouldn't ever play. You know what I mean? I used to make fun of a lot of, Sony guys playing that Jack Crackman. This shit, like I said, wouldn't hold my interest. I ain't gonna lie though. Yakuza started off. I'm talking about 6. I got 0 too. My son came and borrowed it and didn't give my shit back. But I was gonna buy another 0. But guys, you don't have to. I was waiting. On what another steel book was. To make a long story short, say guys, I didn't have to play 0 to understand the story. Which is so far I'm seeing that I'm not, because it takes right off and tell me what's going on. He's looking for the girl singer. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I love the fighting. Of it, like the fight scenes and shit. It reminds me a lot of Shenmue 3. You know what I mean? My shit just froze up. I don't know why, but let me switch right quick. Oh, let me switch right quick to this. Get this out. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be with you. You guys can see what's going on. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna talk about today. Actually, you know what? I did a video on this very said thing. I actually recorded a video, but the audio wasn't as clear. It was kind of low. The music was too loud. And I said, you know what? Let me stop caring about my craft. It took me like 30 minutes to do this video. Well, I'm a little longer than that. And I'm just talking about getting the clips in the right place. And then, rendering took about an hour and a half or whatever. But, you know what I mean? So I said, you know what? I'm not going to, it wasn't clear enough. So, you know what I mean? And I didn't want the video to go over anyone's head. Like I told you guys before on previous videos, right? About Crackdown. About me talking to, I can confirm for sure, two developers. You know what I mean? The other guy, he said he was like a tester or something. But the information he was saying, the other guy, he could have been a troll or whatever. It was matching up with what the other 2 guys that I could confirm that worked there. And again, said, why would the hell they tell me anything, right? the same. How should I say this? If you know me, and again, I always say that I like I said to repeat myself, because some people may be new to the channel. You know what I mean? I always tell you guys inside, you'd be surprised who watches the channel. First of all, you know what I mean? Since I've been doing YouTube, I've always kind of rubbed shoulders. Don't know why, with the who's who of the YouTube community in the gaming industry. I mean, I think probably I was a little different. You know what I mean? I guess people kind of got a kick out of me. Whether rubbing elbows with the bigger YouTubers like Rich with Tech USA, it's my man. Be alright. Actually, I know one day I'm gonna go back and do some old reaction videos. I got some videos of me dissing Tech USA. I got videos of him going at me. It's crazy. What's up, dog? Bang bang. You know, all funny shits and giggles, right? But again, the same how I know about those new consoles releasing before IGN could talk, and I never said who told me any of that shit. And again, trust me, motherfuckers called me a charlatan, called me everything but a child of God and Kratos. You know what I'm talking about. For those of you that been here for the ride, you know what I'm talking about. And again, I never came out claiming to be like an industry insider, because you know some people thrived on that. Shout out to my brother Thurat too. Not Thurat. What the hell's his name? Jesus Christ. Thurat? Is it Thurat? Yeah, that's him. I think his name is something Parrot on Twitter. But the whole Sony insider thing. That's when I first started doing YouTube. That was the thing to be a industry insider. Like I always tell you guys, I never cared about who made a game. Like it ain't that serious to me. But I got some proof, more or less, that Microsoft may have secretly pulled the plug on Crackdown 3. I haven't heard anything official, but I'm going to give you some stuff here. We're going to talk about that. Also, too, we're going to talk about Xbox Live officially on the Switch. We're going to talk about that. How you guys feel about that? Also, want to talk about is Sony getting cocky again. You know what I mean? The $600 PlayStation. I got some information about that. And whatever else, we're going to talk. Like I said, also, too, during this video, I'm going to need a big favor from you guys. Big favor. I'm trying to do something on Twitch. Also, too, I got some codes to give away. For you doing me a favor, what the hell is the cards? Wait, don't curse me out. I got some cards here. You guys can see me on camera. I'm going to give away and say, just, you know, got about 30 points. Pick 3 people. Whatever, randomly. I'll just throw them in the chat. And guys, whoever get them, snatch them. All right, hell, here I come. Let me go this in my Discord, and we're gonna be cooking with some grease. Make this. Go this in my Discord. We're gonna be cooking with some grease. I'm able to see you. You can be well. You guys can probably see me. I can't see you yet. I'm not looking at this screen. So, yeah. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not even. You guys can hear me. Give me 1 second. My Discord is booting up. It's moving so damn slow. I gotta call Verizon, right? Because I know I have Verizon Fios. And I have what do you call it? Through my, you know, whatever, I get virus protection. I just gotta install it on this PC. I always use the Mac. You know what I mean? And my Mac finally died. I said, you know what? I was gonna go buy me another Mac, and I just started using the PC. I used the Mac for years to do my videos. For years, iMac, like for years. And I don't even really know how to use iMovie Maker. I would just do, I think with the camera at the time was 720p or whatever the case. I would just do them for my iMac and just record. But I like, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna get enough Mac. I like using the PC now. And I was Mac'd out. Wrong way. Now here I come. General. Oh, welcome. Nope. All right, one more last one. We about to make it happen. This is the last one. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna be able to see everybody. Everybody's gonna be able to see me. And we about to make it happen. We about to make it official, tissue like a rap with a whistle. All right, let me go to the actual video. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Last thing, hold up. Hold on 1 second. Last one. I promise. Forgot. Last one. Now we about to talk. We about to. Birdman, remember, talk about a lot of stuff in this video, man. Expand your mind. I'm gonna put it in there. We out. There we go. I gotta set my bot. I had a bot. I used to do all this shit from back. I had to turn that shit off because that shit used to be like blocking people and all types of shit, man. There we go. And my computer moving slow as hell. And all I do is Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. More or less, I don't go to no sites. I don't do shit really on this PC. Maybe N4G and shit like that, but I don't really do much, man. I don't really do much. This shit moving slow as hell. All right. Okay. All right. We good. We good. Now, all right. Let me go bring you back up here. All right. Let me bring you back up here. I can see myself. You. Yep. Okay. We good. Make sure I can hear myself. Let me bring you back up here. Hit the like button. All right. But then myself. You. Yep. All right. We good. I'm not too loud. Now, before I get started, yeah. As I do always, thank you for being so patient. Mark H, Manny, Tip Diamond Cruz, Stephanie R, Scotty B, what's up? Wraith the Emperor, D.I. Almighty, Turbo Rose TV, what's good, baby? Fax Machine, Friday Hill. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce my man. Corey something? Corey? I don't know, bro. Game of Lives, man, what's going on here? Fonz, what's up, baby? Golden Lion, Ken Freeman, already been 809. Paul, what's up, baby? Dave Fonz ready. Automatic. Gilali HD told me to stop it. I will in a second. She said she can't wait to revisit this video once the game. You're trolling, bro? Huh? No, I'm not trolling. Not yet. I'll let you know when I'm trolling. I'll let you know when the show begins. Okay? The Ruhan, what's going on? South Sea Gamer. You're mad. I'm not Halo Storm. Weirdo. Super Villain. Harry Helene, Automatic. I don't think I'm trying. At least like to say he had a G Junior. Shout out to you, Stinger. Marquise Warren. I think I got everybody. That's what I see so far. If I didn't see your name, then shout you out. J Hart, Rick. Shout out to you. But Paul G was good. Hot sauce. To get up the RAM. Nah, it ain't the RAM. I ain't really running that, man. But anyway, I gotta update this speed. It's kind of old anyway. You may be right. Neverland Lex was good, baby. But anyway, James Teller, Art Boy Adrian. But anyway, let me go to the actual thing. Right? I want to show you guys something.
Of Crackdown 3. What are you showing us exactly?
Now this is
what we're showing you here is our brand new, for the first time ever, multiplayer version of Crackdown 3. So we're developing a whole new campaign game, fully playable offline, 4-player co-op online as well. But this is kind of the first look ever at what we're doing ourselves. What we're showing you here is our brand new.
We got his name. Wait, hold on. I want to see his name.
Hey everybody, Destin Legary here, and we're about to check out a behind closed doors demo of Crackdown.
All right.
Well, I am super excited to see it.
Let's see.
For more on Crackdown, you can go to crackdown.com or IGN.com.
Yeah.
Let's check this thing out.
Check it out.
Yeah, so when we had the opportunity to create Crackdown 3 as a multiplayer experience for the first time, we thought very carefully about, what do we want to do if we bring lots of these agents together into a space. And Crackdown was always a very, very physical game.
All right.
It's always about props, vehicles. It also means we can't walk players in anymore. So
not a looker. And to be fair, Crackdown has never been a very graphic demanding game. I mean, it's kind of shell shaded, but again, we talk about next generation. Doesn't really look that good to me. And again, and listen, check it out. We got to call. We'll be fair here. I remember they showed it again at Gamescom. At Comic Con. I said again, the game didn't look that well graphically. It looked horrible, right? Actually, to me, in my honest opinion, yes, it looked a little worse than this, right? But what do I know, right? Now, this is prior to me. I'm sorry. This is when I started. Right before then, I started getting these messages from these two developers, right? Now, like I told you before, I confirmed that they worked there. Basically, said the game wasn't doing well, wasn't looking good, and they had some suggestions to Microsoft that Microsoft didn't allow them to change the things or them to create the game the way they wanted to. And listen, I'm trying to say without saying too much, right? What the fuck, it is what it is, right? The Lord, I'm not trying to get my fire or anything. But they had some issues with the game. Like, I'll give you an example, right? I'm gonna say this. After Sea of Thieves launched and shipped, you had developers come out, a developer that made a statement that was working on the game and said the game was kind of very repetitive back about 2-3 years ago. They had suggestions again that and Microsoft, the higher ups, wouldn't follow suit. And this was again from ex Sea of Thieves director. developer. Now, this is basically what these two guys were saying. And then I had another guy, and I couldn't confirm that he worked there. He was a tester or something on the game from the UK. Game the same address and stuff that they worked at. Yada, yada, yada. Make a long story short, so the game was very buggy, horrible. It wasn't that fun. But it is what it is. But Microsoft wanted to keep pressing on with what they had, right? Now, this guy here, at the beginning, I think David Jones, there was another interview. I can't find it now. I had it in my video. I don't really have time to want to go live with you guys. Was talking about, actually, it may bring it up right here. I might get it right here. Hold up. It says here, Crackdown 3's original co-developers and series creators are no longer on the project. Check this out, right? Now, it says when Crackdown 3 was announced in 2014. Now, Delilah, you know, I understand that my integrity is always in question. I'll let you know that. I'm a fuck nigga, and I graduated from fuck nigga university with top honors. Listen, I tell you what it is of the country. I mean, but how you say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. It comes to a time and point we got to get the biggest knife, and we got to cut the bullshit out, right? Here I am with this, right? Check it out, right? It says here, when Crackdown 3 was announced in 2014, Microsoft emphasized the return of the series creator David Jones and his new company Cloud Engine, but provided a cloud computing service to help power in-game destruction that would otherwise be impossible on a baseline on the Xbox One with the anemic hardware. So what this engine, break this down for you in layman's terms, creator David Jones and this company Cloud Engine were providing the tech that was, the foldable destruction, all that stuff that was supposed to be, or that is going to be a part of Crackdown 3, right? The guy I just showed you in the interview, this guy here, David Jones. Rewind it back here. This guy here, David Jones.
Down 3. So we're developing a whole new campaign game, fully playable offline, 4-player co-op online as well. But this is kind of the first look ever at what
behind closed doors demo.
This guy here, David Jones, same guy, right? Well, here's my question. So anyway, back to right here. In his new company, Cloud, which provided a cloud computing service to help power in-game destruction that would otherwise be impossible on the baseline Xbox One. In an interview with Kotaku around that time, Xbox, here we go, Phil Spencer, now executive vice president for gaming at Microsoft, said Jones' Cloud Engine company is doing a lot of technology behind Crackdown. But earlier this year, Fortnite's creators, Epic Games, announced that it had acquired the Cloud Engine, the company Cloud Engine. Jones left the creative director role at the project's co-developers, Regent Games, and I can't even see behind my camera, and is with it Crackdown 3 to take the role of director of cloud and esports strategy at Epic. Now, the guy here, you see, is no longer on the game. He's gone. He's out of there, right? So, not only did they, like I said, Crackdown 3 original co-developer and series creators are no longer working on the project. Now, I heard this a little while ago. Again, I said a little while ago, but I don't know about these guys, developers X, Y, and Z. And then Phil did an interview, was either with Giant Bomb or maybe during E3, and it said the reason why they pushed Crackdown back because they said it didn't feel like Crackdown. They said it didn't feel like Crackdown, whatever the case may be. And again, I mentioned this earlier. And shout out to what's my man name, Chris Steele. He had questions about the fully destructible environment over what they promised with Crackdown 3. You know what I mean? Now, this game has been in development for, they first showed it in 2014. The game's not coming out to 2019, so before they showed it, Lord knows how long it's been in development. But again, says to raise more questions about Microsoft plans for the game's big multiplayer destruction. The initial description of destruction sounded almost futuristic. Unlike other games, this wall has compute power and memory on demand, Jones told the game. So again, they promised a lot with Crackdown, and I've always said this to everyone on the dog shit podcast that I do. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was fanboying, but I'm just being honest here. Crackdown has never really been this at the level of a Halo or Gears. It's never been. It's not really been that old shit game. It's not. I mean, whether the multiplayer or not, but again, that's neither here again. So then again, when I said this, right? Check this out, right? When I said that, when they showed it at Comic-Con, that it didn't look well graphically. looked like a fucking 360 title in my opinion. Like I said, in my opinion, it looked worse. Like it got a downgrade from this right here, literally. And this right here is not even a pretty looking game. In my opinion, it looked worse than this, right? So they said, no, Z, you bugging out, this, that, and yeah. Before they told me wait till the Tokyo Game Show. So then you had Shannon Loftus came out. I believe it was her, either or Phil. I believe it was her. Came out, so they held Crackdown back for the visual fidelity. Fidelity is the graphic, the visuals, you know what I mean? And I said again, it didn't look well to me, in my opinion. It didn't look well, it didn't show well. I said, damn, why didn't I show it on the X? They showed it on the base Xbox One S. This shit was like dog shit. I remember I was live streaming while I was doing it, right? So, again, we got here Crackdown 3 E3 2018. Now, this is what the game looks like now.
Commander Jack,
this is what it looks like now.
Welcome to Crackdown 3, the only game built on deck. Welcome to Crackdown. Commander Jack on deck. Welcome to Crackdown 3. The face. If you want to play on my level.
Let me refresh it. Maybe it won't work then. This shit.
Commander Jack on deck. Welcome to Crackdown 3. The only my level. Follow my lead.
This shit real choppy.
Somebody give me my jam. It's all about getting the jump on the enemy. Falling at your face. If you want to play.
Man, I can't even show you. But anyway.
Like a skyscraper.
I just focus. We get a scale.
Falling at your face. If you want to play on my level. Vortex.
Come on. But anyway, it looks better. I will give them that. It looks better than what they originally showed. But still, again, what the game was based on and promised for us a fully destructible world, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't. You know what I mean? Not like they promised it. Because the company that was heading the tech for the game was bought by Epic. And all of the lead people that were in charge of creating this big new experience, something that's never been done on console gaming, is no longer working on the game. Like I'm telling you, this game has slipped into development purgatory. It's somewhere between Middle-earth, the upside down room, in reality. Like, you know what I mean? Real talk. You know what I mean? It's not looking good. And here's, I'm gonna say this right there. Now I'm gonna say this right here. Because again, I spoke to someone else. Now I can't confirm if the guy works there, this other guy, but I'm just saying what he told me, right? Again, that the game is not fun. Now this guy's supposed to be another inside developer. I couldn't confirm if he was not, but it's neither here nor there. The game was not fun. I'm gonna say this right here. This game is supposed to release in February 2019. In February, you have Anthem, you have Days Gone, which also has not been received with open arms. There's a couple sites like IGN and Kotaku said it's just not. It ain't the answer's way. Cool. But anyway, Microsoft can't afford another 69. You know what I mean? If they're going to release this game, hear me out, in the condition or the state that it's in, they need something else to go along with it. The reason why Microsoft games get scrutinized so much under the radar because they're releasing games like, again, like Sea of Thieves or State of Decay. I'm not saying if you like them or not, all that is subjective, but it's not like something to the level of Gears, Force, and the Halo. They're putting these games out, like I said, for the last 2 years, and we hadn't had anything to go along of substance, AAA wise. You know what I mean? And if they're going to release this game in February, again, that's not that far away from now. You know what I mean? And we still have yet to see the multiplayer of the game. You know what I mean? Either this game is going to launch without the multiplayer, or they're going to pull the plug altogether. But again, Microsoft doesn't. I mean, they can't. Not say they can't, but they don't need another 69. They need a true AAA game. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know what they spent on this game already. That I don't know. But at this rate, I would rather them had just gave us Scalebound. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. And like I said, to be fair, again, Crackdown 3 has never been the creme de la creme. You know what I mean? Phil has listened. All right, first of all, thank you for joining my dog shit show. Phil already confirmed. Phil confirmed a lot of things that didn't come true. Phil also said the Xbox, there will be some exclusives to the Xbox that will remain on the Xbox, right? He also said that VR was coming. No VR, right? Phil has said a lot of shit over the years. You know what I mean? That has yet to come. This is going to be our best E3 ever as far as original content. I ain't seen that yet. Phil been promising a goddamn E3. I'm not even saying that he had a bad E3, but I still haven't seen any new goddamn games. All I see is Gears of War and Halo. You know what I mean? So again, I would hate to question his integrity, but what do I know, right? So anyway, people be holding on like they feel this hasn't come out and said a lot of things. Phil says a lot of shit that doesn't come out to be true or doesn't come through with it. So again, this is me being a gamer and me being a fan. I don't want them to release the game. They can do what the hell they want. You know what I mean? I don't care. It's no, you know what I mean? I probably won't, you know what I mean? I might get it to stream it because I do a lot of streaming now. But I want them to, if the game is not up to, like I said, and all this time and money they spent on it, because again, they started the generation with hyping up the cloud. Shit, you had me out there selling the cloud on a corner. Man, the cloud gonna make the ants about 35 times more powerful. Listen, may Kratos forgive me for my sins. Oh, fuck nigga for that, right? This generation is damn over. They were talking about the cloud at the start of the generation. We maybe got 2 years left. Now, listen to me. Say this right here. Yes, you do have some games that use the cloud, but not to the level extent like they were promising. Or that they promised, like I said, with a game like Crackdown. So, again, for all this time, money, and stuff that's spent on this game, new teams taking the control instead of the other, I don't know what it cost them, but again, the game is not going to be good. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how you spend it, how much you shine it up. The game is going to be mediocre at best, see. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, I would not be surprised. Again, now you have the three, you know, the lead people, they're no longer there. The tech, the tech that was supposedly behind the game, this cloud engine was bought by Epic. Like, this shit is crazy. It's a fucking disaster behind the scenes. You know what I mean? You know, Microsoft, you know, so they wouldn't spend any money. They wouldn't budge on some of the changes they wanted to make to the game. This is what I'm hearing. Now, listen, I wasn't there, you know, in those board meetings, but I'm just telling you what was told to me. You know what I mean? That's all. Now, Delilah, I have no reason to lie on any of these people. You know what I mean? I know I haven't been the most honest man. I know I haven't been the most God-fearing man. But I'm just telling you, again, what was told to me. That's all. Now, you can take that for what it is. You know what I mean? She said next gen, they are no longer there because their part is done. Okay, I'm gonna say, okay, check it out. All right, look, check it out. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. All right. You said that this guy here, what's his name, David Jones, is no longer there because their job is done. Okay, well, David Jones and his new company, Cloud Engine, would provide a cloud computing service that power the in-game destruction that would otherwise be impossible on a baseline engine. Like I said, this company is no longer his. It was bought by Epic. But again, hear me out. The game's multiplayer, again, which we have yet to see, is supposed to be powered by this tech here. Now, I doubt, and I would hate to question anyone's integrity, so that their job is done, when the public hasn't even seen the multiplayer. Phil Spencer, you said you going by Phil. Phil Spencer himself said that without this, you know, this tech here, that this game couldn't have been done. So again, like the lead people, here's the thing: we're not talking about little testers on the floor and their job being done or whatever the case. We're talking about the lead people that were that was in charge of it. They're no longer there. Now again, I'm not saying that I want the game to be canceled. I'm just telling you, by good faith, from what I've heard and from what I've read, the game ain't that goddamn great. And I'm just saying, just forget the fanboy shit, right? They can't stand another 69. You know, they can't stand another 69. All right. I'm gonna sip the contents of my bottle here. We're gonna move right along. This one we're gonna have to agree to disagree. Anyway, what else I wanted to talk about? So now, ask me so I can bring up the picture here. And I want to talk to you guys because I also said I haven't been the, how you say, the biggest biggest fan of Microsoft. So, as of late, just being real, which again, I don't know, like to say, a colored boy, find your place. I haven't been the biggest fan of Microsoft as of late, because some of the decisions that were made, you know, whether the purse strings, whether it's Donnie D, whoever fought you, whoever the Xbox guys would have blamed it on now, Terry Myerson, whoever, right? I haven't been the biggest fan of some of the decisions, right? Now we all know that Nintendo and Microsoft have this new relationship, which I think is dope. I think is great for gaming. I'm not a Minecraft guy. I'm not a Fortnite guy. I'm just happy about the possibilities of what this can bring. Like, I would love to play Tekken against somebody on another platform, whatever platform that I'm on, first console wise, and talk and pop shit. Now, with Minecraft, and we've been with Fortnite, I know for Minecraft for sure, that you don't need, you know, Nintendo, you needed the app to talk to this one, to talk to that one, you need a cell phone app. With Minecraft on the Xbox, on the Switch, voice communication, you have achievements and all that shit is baked right there into the hardware. You don't need no extra devices, no cell phone app. You can talk directly through there. And like I said, it has Xbox Live achievements. I just seen a posting from Major Nelson that he got his first achievement, Xbox Live achievement on the Nintendo Switch. And I said this before, like, being realistic, and they get them all for progression of gaming. I told you guys that, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you again, that being the Xbox fanboy or whatever the case, well, it's been here from the beginning, that everything that I once loved about this console, I no longer need this console to enjoy. You know what I mean? And I'm not keep saying, I think a lot of times you get the Xbox guys, that truly goes over their head, but neither here nor there. Shout out to my brother Harry Halim, who said Microsoft scores 69s all the time. Last time they did it 69, it was with Nintendo to try and make Sony jealous over their special crossplay feature. Jesus Christ. The gloves is off. You know what I mean? My God, my God, my God. But anyway, he said I'm getting my Fox News on, right? Yesterday I was Fox News too, and I told you about these new consoles too, right? Fox News. So anyway, and again, I don't really know how I'm not saying that I feel about it, but you know, it just and if you think about this new regime of Microsoft, whatever the case may be, that they want their software everywhere. They don't care. They want their software on any and everything, which is dope. You know what I mean? Makes more money. Now, I can care less about anyone's money. That's not my thing. You would never hear me bragging about Sony's money or Microsoft money, because they're making, again, they're making $2.5 billion. Look at this. My first Xbox Live achievement on my Nintendo Switch. Jesus Christ. Like, you know what I mean? Like, God, what is the end game? You see the agony. Like, God damn. Listen. Like, this is like shared lunacy here. They could have called it trophies and the Xbox Live achievement. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. So I'm all about the crossplay. I think it's dope being able to talk to the Nintendo guy, but god damn, ain't nothing exclusive. I got, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing exclusive to this goddamn console anymore. Nothing. Maybe that's an old fanboy way of thought, but I will say this, in my opinion. But what the hell I know? I think that exclusives are what gives a console its identity. You know what I mean? I know somebody just left something here for me. I'm about to read it right now. Rich's Lord, shout out to my brother Rich's Lord. Crackdown 3 would only have a story campaign if it released. They lost the multiplayer. They didn't. They also said the campaign would only be about 6 to 8 hours. I don't know. There is a multiplayer to the game. You know what I mean? I've heard that from numerous people. But what I've also heard that the game is not fun. You know what I mean? And I've always said this again, you know, in which question my integrity, that Crackdown 3 Crackdown period has never been the level with Gears of War and Halo. I'm not even talking about the original Xbox, because again, I may be showing how I'm a little gray in the tooth here. But just going from the 360, right? And what made the 360 so great, besides your Halo, Fable, and Forza, and even Project Gotham, they didn't own Gears, so that was a second-party deal. You had games like Gears or Ninja Gaiden that came out between you getting your, again, Halo, Fable, Project Gotham. You know what I mean? You got those games like that, Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon. You got games like that in between the big behemoths. You know what I mean? You got a Crackdown. And what made Crackdown, let's be honest, what made Crackdown 1 be so successful, it came cooked back with, we see the Crackdown 1, so I think Crackdown 1 came with the Halo 3 beta. You know what I mean? Like, it's never really been that game. Marquise won. What I said, oh, I'm gonna have you going. Phil said, was the interview with, he said there will be, you know, there will be still be Xbox exclusive, and he said there will be PC exclusive, and yet that relationship has only been one way. Everything on the Xbox goes to PC, but PC still gets to keep, whether it's the Age of Empire, whether it's the Gears Tactics, shit, they got exclusive goddamn Gears cell phone, which I'm not into RTSs, but I'm just saying, but you know, where are exclusives? Now again, maybe I'm just the old Rem at the gate, I'm a little old school, I just miss, I don't know, man, it's just, now I don't think I ever get used to it, you know what I mean? I don't think I ever, you know what I mean? You know, ever get used to it, man. Yo, Garrett and they bugging out, man. So I go set up a Patreon to get your man out the band, though. Man, Jay got him. Coach said, "Yo, me and Baron pulling up with Nintendo contracts." Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's from women. Like I said, they got everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's when it's a little weird, a little weird. Now, what else I wanted to talk about on this show here? This is an article that I read. Actually, I'll bring up the article. You guys can see it with me. And I want to get you guys' opinion. And it says here, is Sony getting cocky again? Sony getting cocky again? Or are they getting cocky again? What do they mean by that? Sony came into the gaming industry. Check it out. I'll give you a quick history lesson. Nintendo was very cocky. They were horrible to third party. If you released their games on other platforms first, they couldn't come to the NES. Then things slowly started to change a little bit when the Genesis, with Sega, that took traction, took off. And then we all know that Nintendo and Sony were supposed to partner together on what was to be the Nintendo 64. Was supposed to have a CD drive, a disc drive rather. Last minute, Nintendo backed out. Sony said, "Screw you. We're gonna try gaming." And again, the Final Fantasy series we all love and stuff today was exclusive to Nintendo's platform back in the day. And they was one of the first major ones, again, to jump ship from Nintendo because, a lot of developers didn't want to deal with cartridges because cartridges were very expensive. With discs, you get 100 back, you know, dual layer DVDs basically. Get 100 packs of discs were very cheap. And Square Enix, and they wanted to do these little fancy cutscenes and all this shit. At the time, you couldn't do that on cartridges. Little CD run, the cutscenes and shit you seen in Resident Evil. You couldn't do things like that on a cartridge, right? But even though the Nintendo 64 theoretically was more powerful than the PlayStation 1, hear me out. But again, Nintendo was very, very shitty towards third party. Remember, they doing videos saying that a game like Grand Theft Auto 3 would never come to their console, has no place in gaming. Nintendo said some crazy shit over the years, right? Now, but doing, like I said, the PlayStation 2 was a behemoth. Sony attitude kind of changed. I remember I was reading something from one of the founders over there at Atari. Said Sony would send you a dev kit. It'd be in all Japanese with binary code with no direction. They would hardly get back to you to give them a hand. Like Sony had got very, very, very cocky big in it. We all know what happened with the PlayStation 3 at the start of the generation, of last generation $600 console, which I bought day one. But they was like, you know, the controllers in Rumble. They said rumbling controllers was so last generation. It was all about the 6-axis. Like that controller felt light as hell in my hand. That first goddamn PlayStation controller felt nasty. No Rumble technology because they got sued by a company called Immersions for the tech, and Sony didn't want to pay. But when they did pay, they didn't want to use the tech. Make a long story short, but again, Sony started to get, you know, I guess, come around, become more humble. You saw them at the beginning of the generation. They right away changed their stance on DRM. This is how we change our game, right? We trade our games to that and the other, right? And then they had the slogan that Sony is for the gamer. This one, right? So but now, like I said, a lot, and again, I can give a fuck about Fortnite, Minecraft, any of that. There are a lot of people outside of myself, and the reason why I say, well, we don't listen. Trust me. I'm all about. I'll say this again. I'm all about progression. The hobby that I love, gaming progression. I mean, moving forward, like something new, fresh. Like I never thought in a million years that I can play a game and talk to people while I'm playing, or I can play a game, I can see you, you can see me. Like to me, that's just dope. Like I'm all about tech and shit, right? So the question is again, is Sony getting cocky? Do you think they're getting cocky, or will this now? I've seen some people come out and say, I don't know if it's true or not, that they're not going to get a PlayStation 5. They're just going to get whatever Nintendo offers, what Microsoft offers. I don't think it's that bad, as long as the games are there. But normally Sony does start off slow, but they build up steam because, you know what I mean, towards the tail part of the general, like what they're doing now, releasing so many great games. Probably again next generation at the start, unless games like Last of Us or Ghost of Tsushima be cross-gen games. You know what I mean? They probably again gonna start off with like a NAC 3 or have third-party deals like they did at the start of this generation. You know what I mean? And then maybe year 2, year 3, you're gonna start see them release the goddamn bangers. Listen, those first 2 years for Sony was horrible. You even had them come out and say they line up with spars. Yeah, you had jokers saying games like Tropico 5 and shit like that. I'm like, oh, what we doing? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But again, I'm seeing a lot of people. I've been sent so many of these pictures. Like, let me show you something. I've been sent a lot of pictures like these. Is this the new trend? You know what I mean? Goodbye at PlayStation. Hello Xbox. Finally have one epic account to care about. Nintendo Switch hashtag blame Sony Fortnite. Now motherfuckers are making it big to do out of this. Like I said again, I do predict Sony's going to end up changing their stance on this because we're talking about the biggest game in the world right now. Even though they got a new, which I think was again, which is ingenious of Sony coming out with a Fortnite bundle. Like I said, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I just think right now, overall, I just think that Sony is better at the video game business than Microsoft. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest with you. Like some of the decisions that they, like to me, that Microsoft should do, they didn't do. You know what I mean? Like I was telling for like the last couple years, you guys should have a Minecraft bundle with a Minecraft themed console. That shit ain't come out till last year. I was saying this shit for a couple years. Like, what are you doing? This is the biggest. This is before the Fortnites, the PUBGs. This is the biggest, still the biggest goddamn grossing game. You should have a Minecraft themed goddamn bundle and console. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit. They have their own show, Minecraft Con. What is it called? Huge over there in Europe. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you ask some question again. Do you think, or do you guys here, do you think Sony is getting cocky? You know what I mean? Do you think, hey, we 80 million sold, we outselling the competition 2.5 to 1? Sony were roughly late at starting their 2013. Yeah, they did. They changed it. That came out already. Hashtag blame. I like it. My man Jim, like I said, we're talking about a free game. Listen. First of all, thank you for watching the show. Now I want you to understand my stance. I don't care about Fortnite, fucking Minecraft. What's the other goddamn crossplay game on console? Rocket League. I don't care about any of those games. I'm just talking about the progression of me playing Tekken with someone on another platform or whatever. Even the developer from Tekken said he would love to see crossplay between consoles. He would love to do it between the consoles. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That, you know what I mean? And again, you have what I'm saying, you guys. And again, you have a lot of people, such as this gentleman here, or this hashtag blame Sony that they're, because again, Fortnite is huge. You know what I mean? Bigger than Overwatch. Remember how big Overwatch was? I got Overwatch headphones on. Much bigger than Overwatch, bigger than Destiny ever been. It's bigger than Call of Duty. You know what I mean? My man Dark Lord Fusions and Z, like you said, Sony would change their stance, and Microsoft would change regarding free-to-play games behind the paywall. And I think you're absolutely right. They should. You know, free-to-play games. Now listen, I will always say this too, to be fair. What someone eat doesn't make me shit, but I'm always about the little man. You know what I mean? I'm not really into free-to-play games, but if your biggest competitor is not doing them, locking them behind a paywall, then you shouldn't either. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Carl Phelps said it ain't bigger than Grand Theft Auto. Shit, me. Fortnite has surpassed Grand Theft Auto 5, baby. 2K, all that shit. You know what I mean? So, again, that's like I said, my question. Do you think that they're getting cocky? Will it hurt them in the future? I do predict, like I said, they'll change their stance. You know what I mean? At least with the Epic account, let you take your Epic account. I don't know, if they still don't want to participate in crossplay, that's on them. You know what I mean? I just wish Nintendo would put out a viable, a powerful console enough so that I can play against someone. I don't even, just for shits and giggles, say Madden or whatever. You know, the big games that don't come to the goddamn Switch, like the graphically demanding ones, that I can just destroy them dudes over there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna damn this. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever you do, don't play Black Baron and Madden. Black Baron is a beast in Madden. Pause. You know what I mean? I understand. Listen, Delilah, I know it's not about. I said it's about the Epic account, but the grand scheme of the thing at the bottom was, like I said, they're doing crossplay together. I said that. I said even if they don't want to do crossplay, but it's still wrong for them to lock their Epic account. And what I mean by that, say if you already had an Epic account, right, on PC, mobile, whatever, you never spent money there, right, and just say you may just have gotten a PlayStation 4, or you want to play Fortnite with your friends on play. So would you log into your Epic account that you've been had before you had your PlayStation 4 or whatever? It's locked to that account, and you can't take it back anywhere else. That's it. You know what I mean? So that's one is very race. It's fucked up. Excuse my French. You know what I mean? Even if you never played Fortnite on the PS4, if you had it on the Xbox first or whatever console, whatever platform, cell phone, whatever else, right? And you played on that PlayStation 4 for one time only, it's locked there. You can't take it back. You know what I mean? And also what they're doing, which I'm excited about, and which is bigger than even crossplay, we're talking about cross progression. So if I get to level 50 on my Xbox and I go hop on my Switch, whatever game, I'm right there and can keep playing and moving on. Like that right there. That's what I'm talking about, moving gaming forward. I think that shit is raw. You know what I mean? No matter what platform you go to, your man's house or whoever house. Remember back in the day, you go to someone's house, you got to bring your memory card and all that shit. That was just on the same, equals to the same platform. But imagine going, if your friend has a PlayStation 4, right, for shits and giggles, you have an Xbox and home my player, just for debate here, and you want to, you're going to log in, both, you're going to set up an account, and you have access to, save your level 50 in my player on your Xbox, and the same that you would grind it, like, that's dope. That's ill, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about as far as, like, the advancement of gaming and tech and shit. Like, I think that's ill. You know what I mean? Does he sound like Phil? Nah, I'm just keeping it funky, man. That's, you know what I mean? I'm always going to be for the little man, you know what I mean? But there's no, like, I don't see it, and again, I'm not, even if you find Sony doesn't have the crossplay, cool, fine. We're talking about, again, cross progression. Like, that's dope. You know what I mean? And I think it's wrong enough to lock your account. Like, that's no need for that. The game is not on the server. None of that shit. Like, this, that's crazy. And then you even have the guy, the old boss from Sony's networking, came out and said Sony don't like the fact of someone spending money on the Xbox or more or less and coming to play. Like, this shit crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is wild. You know what I mean? But again, I do predict, like I said, they would change their stance and they would change their tone. You know what I mean? Because if we're not talking about, I don't know, give me a game. We're talking about the biggest goddamn game in the world right now. You know what I mean? Which is huge. You know what I mean? Huge, 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 huge. Last thing I wanted to talk about before I get the hell up out of here, and I can open up the show for you guys. What they gotta sell? They gotta sell. Okay, what I want to talk about here. So as of late, you know what that I've been playing on my PlayStation more than my Xbox, right? Let me first of all say this: I never thought that would ever be the case. You know what I mean? I always thought that was crazy. Like, how could you not like the Xbox? It's crazy. Like, it's so much better than the PlayStation, right? But I've been like, you know, that's all. I've always got PlayStation for the exclusives and always got everything on my box, right? But like I said, since I started streaming, I started playing games that I normally wouldn't play. You know, like I told you, Bloodborne, Yakuza. What else? I got a bunch of shit. You name it. I bought a bunch of PlayStation games, right? You know what I mean? That I normally, like I said, wouldn't get. And I can honestly say they're not that bad. It's not that bad. And I'm gonna be honest with you again. I'm more of a social guy. What I mean by like being parties when I'm playing, you playing, whatever. That's just me. How we rock out. They're not as talkative on the PlayStation side of things. You know what I mean? But when I'm streaming, I'm talking to you guys anyway, so I'm not really missing it. But even like I said, me giving a game like Yakuza a chance, it reminds me so much of Shenmue. It does. Like, you know what I mean? For those of you that may hate on Yakuza and that are hyping up Shenmue 3, go shoot yourself, man. It's the same goddamn thing. It's the same goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Now I'm lying, like Yakuza 6 started up kind of slow, but this shit alright. Yo, it's alright. It ain't that bad, man. It ain't that bad. Who the dog said, why do people expect cross progression for Fortnite, but you cannot do that with any other game? It's something new, bro. Before anything is done, right? I'll give you an example. Maybe you might understand like this, Who the dog. And shout out to you, because you're always in my shows and stuff, right? Real nigga to a fuck nigga, because you're a fuck nigga right now. Real nigga to a fuck nigga. But once I'm finally the real nigga to a fuck nigga, right? That before voice chat happened in console gaming, it had to be the first game to do it, right? Or before game invites was done in a gaming, it had to be a first game to do it, right? So again, what's so present, which is dope, and again, I want to say this for a record, because people can talk, well, it's a free-to-play game. I don't care about any of that. I'm not into Fortnite. That's dope that what we're talking about, cross-progression. No matter what platform you're on, you log in, you're right there where you left off at, same stats and everything. Like, that's ill. That's gaming moving forward. So it's always the first to do something, and they're pioneering it. And that's what I'm saying. I'm all about behind it 150%. Gaming has to grow. Tech has to grow and keep evolving, or not to become stagnant. You know what I mean? I don't understand what people don't understand that, and no disrespect. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, it's always the first game to do it, and once it becomes popular, other games will adapt to it. Like you see, everyone has a battle royale mode. Fortnite wasn't the first goddamn game with battle royale mode, but guess what? PUBG had it. Fortnite got it. Everyone has a battle royale mode. Call of Duty's coming out with a battle royale mode. So before battle royale mode became popular, it always was one game to be the first to have it, to set the standard. Make sense? Real nigga to a fuck nigga? Oh, okay, let me let Alex in now. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna make a Google Hangout, Alex. Make a Google Hangout. Hold up. I'm on OBS right now, fuck nigga. Hangouts. I'm gonna send you the link. Video call. Alright. Copy. Alex. Message. New message. Alex. Alright, I sent you the link. I'm gonna send you a Google Hangout link on it should still be able to hear you. Hold on, make this small. Go back to the chat. Alright. We're gonna hear from a diehard Sony fanboy from this side of what you go. What happened? You guys can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me. I'm still coming through. Am I still coming through clear? Ain't no echo or nothing, right? Me. You guys can hear me. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, okay. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. So, as I was saying, Hey Alex, I sent you the link into your inbox on Twitter. So again, so that's all about, again, progression, gaming in itself, moving forward. So, you know what I mean? Master Sony. All right, Alex said he's on his way. So we talking about gaming. Like I said, that's a good thing. Like this fanboy shit, this console war shit, is some serious shit, bro. It's like rooting for your favorite sports team. You know whoever can be wrong, right? And I'm guilty of it myself. But like, a lot of times I say, "Was that you was next to them? You was out there showing DirectX 12." Yeah, I know. But a lot of that shit I do is for shits and giggles. Don't get me wrong though. I was a whole fucking thing. But a lot of that stuff, like I said, I believe Microsoft about the cloud making it 30 times more power. I believed all that shit. Hook, line, and sink. I believed it all. You know what I mean? I did so. Because I just didn't think they'd come out there and just pull the wool of mine. You guys, let's do me a favor, hit the like button, man. It's like 20 more in here. Hit the like button, man. I got too many haters in here, man. Let me see what Alex got in here. Alex in here.
Yo.
Okay, he in here. I'm gonna shout out to my brother J Heartbreak. If I'm understanding correctly, Sony locked down your whole Epic account to PlayStation. It affects every future Epic game, not just Fortnite. Now I don't know. Well, that might. You know what, bro? You may be right about that. If Epic makes another game, that's, you know, let's say I don't know. That is a good point. I didn't think about it like that, but like I was saying, what makes it kind of crazy is because you can just say got a PlayStation and you already play Fortnite in other places. And as soon as you log in one time on your PlayStation, that account is locked there forever. You can't go in. But Alex, what's going on, good brother?
Chilling, man. What's going on with you, man?
So, listen, where you been at, man?
Yo, I had to miss out that day, bro.
Yeah, bro, you didn't want to show up, man. You had the world's most powerful console, can't with the world's most powerful handheld. Birdman, bro.
Nintendo finally got him on both knees. That's all.
Yeah, Birdman, bro. Yo, Baron was out there like Thanos. Yo, Baron was running wild. I even had the Nintendo shirt on, bro. I seen. Your man Baron. Boys, Xbox boys, had the Birdman, bro.
Man.
Yo.
That's how you feeling? Hey, where's that PlayStation logo at, man? Stop playing.
Hey, bro, you know I'm a man of very low integrity, man. I'm the type of nigga. Whoever win the Super Bowl, that's what I'm playing with in Matt. You know how I'm rocking. I play for the winning team, bro. You know I ain't got good sense, man.
You ain't shit, man. Contract. We gotta give her this contract. It's over.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But now, Game of Four. What's this link for in Game of Four? So anyway, I got to report Microsoft maybe collaborating with Razer on. Yeah, I know mouse and keyboard sucks dick. I read about that. But
they already got something out like that though.
I know it's certain games to use it already, but I need to leave that mouse and keyboard shit on PC and
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that shit whack. But anyway, But how do you feel about this? Talk to me, man. Can you guys hear Alex clear?
Yeah, I hope they can hear me.
Hey, hold on.
Can you hear me, guys?
Hold on, I can say something. How do you feel about this?
Talk
to me, man. Can you guys hear Alex clear?
It's probably like a delay. They can hear me.
Yeah, they can hear you. Can
you hear me, guys?
I can hear you. You good. Okay, so talk to me.
Nah, I just feel like people are overhyping this situation, bro. It's not that serious.
No?
They overhyping it because listen,
talk to me.
Why that same thing didn't happen with GTA? When you was buying houses, when you was doing this, you couldn't move it over to the Xbox.
No, yeah, but this is the first time it's being done.
What you mean the first time it's being done? Dude, if people cared about, listen, I think more people spent a lot more money on GTA at that time than they did with Fortnite.
Okay.
Now Fortnite is gaining momentum as far as money bank goes.
The biggest game in the world.
Right, but people were buying shark cards like crazy on GTA. Nobody cared what platform it was on. Now we talking about a free-to-play game.
Okay.
People were making this shit a big deal, but we talking about a game that you pay $60 for on both platforms.
Okay.
And you buying shark cards, and you couldn't use your progression from one world to another. That was wild.
But like I said before, look at it like this, right? Now I'm gonna tell. Now you make it you know, I can see where you're coming from, right?
Right.
But before it's done, it has to be the first to do it, right? So before we had voice chat in games, it had to be the first game to do it. Like right now, everybody's talking about Battle Royale mode, right? Everything Battle Royale. Battle Royale might be coming in Red Dead Redemption. It's in Call of Duty. So before Fortnite had Battle Royale mode, right? PUBG and it was even whatever, right? So it always has to be the first to do it before it's done. So once, like I said, cross progression. Like I said, I think that's dope. So once, and again, we talking about the biggest. We're not talking about whether it's free to play or not. This shit is huge. Remember how big Pokemon? Well, everybody remember kids Pokemon. It's bigger than that shit right now. This shit all on the fucking news every goddamn where. So if it's always going to be the first to do it, to pioneer it. Then you're going to see other companies.
I respect what you're saying. I got to cut you off right there. I respect what you're saying. But at the end of the day, this is competition. At the end of the day, there's 3 consoles out there. When you do that, you're just basically bringing everything into one hole. And it's like, what's the purpose of having competition then? You understand what I'm saying? For me, it doesn't make sense. I've always been the type of person where I'm very competitive. I'm gonna step on your neck every chance I get.
You want to step on somebody on another platform, Nate?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
They got to. Well, my whole thing is when Sony tried to move forward with this last generation, and what Microsoft did, no, we're good.
Yep, you're absolutely right, Alex. You're 150%.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it'll be great for it to happen now, but you gotta understand, you do dirt, you get dirt. And
okay, but what we're talking about right now, just cross progression. We're talking about Sony keeping your account, which has nothing to do.
That I understand. That all right, progression that should have been done from before with every company. If you had bought the DLC from Call of Duty on Xbox, you should have been able to play it on your PS4 with your friends. I think that should be all the way. You know what I'm saying? I agree upon that. But when it comes to cross-play, I don't really care to play with Xbox dudes. Because a lot of them would just say, oh, well, you PlayStation dudes are trash, this, and the third. It's like, nobody want to hear these dudes talking shit. I want to enjoy my game. Right now, they take away talk. If you look at it,
hit the like button.
Listen, H1Z1 had proximity chat. And what the developers did, they turned it off. Why? Because they said, oh, too much toxicity. So imagine if you allow Xbox dudes coming into the PlayStation platform, it's going to be even more toxicity. I'm just keeping this stat.
Hey, yo.
I don't agree upon it.
Hey, yo, my man Alex in here sounding like Trump. He going to double down on this. He said, fuck them kids.
Make America great again, yeah?
Hey, hold on. Let me pay the bills right quick. Harry Halim says Sony and PlayStation 4 Sony and PlayStation 4 own 75 to 80% of the UK video game. PC game included sales, and this is what happens all over. So what is that? So what is that if it takes the rules? Let me explain to you like this, right? Because I think people, again, still talking about who sells what. When it's not about sales, okay? And listen, I'm all for crossplay. I think it's epic. I wish Nintendo made hear me out. This is my stance. I wish Nintendo made a more powerful goddamn console so they can get some real multiplayer games. I would love to go in and beat the fuck out of Dr. Train in any of them goddamn games. That would be my motherfucking pleasure. Now, with that being said, right? We're talking about, again, let me say this again. You know, Harry Halim, you know you're my favorite. You probably white. You know your name Harry. You know you're my favorite white boy, right? You be rocking out, right? Check it out, Harry. That before it's done, like I said, before anything, you think about the advancements of console gaming when we came from the I can take it back to the 5th generation. I think you had some parts online with the Sega Saturn. Then you had then you had the 6th generation where you had the PlayStation 2. Look how far that came along with it. You had to buy the modem, and you had to get a modem for the GameCube.
We come from a long time.
Yeah. And like I said, progression. Moving gaming in a whole. It's not about who has bigger piece of the market sales. Doesn't matter. It's not even about that. Why would Sony? Some out here saying, why would Sony do this?
Honestly, I think it's deeper than that, though. Like, the way we looking at it as gamers, we're looking at it like, oh, why is Sony not doing it? Maybe there's something behind that wall that Sony doesn't want Microsoft controlling. I'll keep it 100 with you. That's probably something that Microsoft wants to run behind closed doors. Like, everybody's talking about Microsoft wants to be the leader when it comes to services. Maybe they trying to install the fact that, no, maybe you have to have Xbox Live in order to play on you know what I'm saying, to play online or whatever it may be. Because I think, honestly, Nintendo's trying to do some sneaky shit. I feel like Nintendo's trying to find a way to get their online improved, and they're going to have Microsoft do it.
Oh, I'm not negating that either, but to counter that point, because I know, what's that, Rocket Leagues? That's crossplay, and there's no Xbox Live. We're talking about something that's not on any one server. Because crossplay can be done. It was already, as far as, remember the developer, whatever happened by accident, they let the Xbox guys into the PlayStation guys world and they was playing Fortnite, and it wasn't about Xbox Live or anything like that. Right. We're just talking about overall
purchases.
But I'm not even talking about crossplay. I'm talking about what's yours or progression, which I think is dope. Let's say, look at it like this again. Say if you have a Xbox, right? You like to play a lot of my player and all that shit, right? Now, say if whatever one of your consoles by God broke, right? You just spend, wasted 90 hours or how many weeks building up this my player, right? and like, damn, my PlayStation down. I ain't got no money right now. Let me go back on my play on the Xbox. And you don't think that's dope? And have
no, that's great.
That's what we're talking about right now.
I'm siding with that all the way because, like I said, I have 2K. I done spent almost $200 on my player. It sounds crazy, but yeah, motherfuckers do it. It's an addiction. You want to get your man to be the best player in that park. So the fact that I can't bring my progression to another platform, it does suck. But a lot of this shit has to do with the developers as well. They have ties into that shit. I know it's deeper than what we think, and somebody got to speak up at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, and to shorty with the tramp stamp, the Xbox tramp stamp, we was washing dudes up on Xbox. Call of Duty was killing dudes. So I don't know what you're talking about. The competitive gamers are on Sony's platform now.
Harry Halim says the Xbox 360 didn't want it last gen when they had the lead, nor did they ask the Wii U for crossplay last gen. All of a sudden, everybody wants crossplay. And to your answer, your question, you're absolutely right. If they wanted it and they Microsoft was wrong for that. I've never, but again, I'm not even talking about crossplay. Right? We're talking about with the account with cross game progression. That, and again, if Sony doesn't want to partake in this, that's something I think it sucks because I would like to play. I look at it like this. Hear me out, Harry Lane, and as a gamer, and you know you're my man, you know my favorite white boy. So look at it from this, right? Whatever your favorite game is, like say if you give me a goddamn game, a shooter that not maybe played or a fighter or whatever. So I'll give you a game, Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat 10, right? Sometimes it's not as an old game. It's not as many people there, right? So it might take me a little longer to get into different modes of the game, right? But imagine if, you know, and the player pool is kind of light over there on the PlayStation side of things, right? So imagine if you'll be able to combine those two player pools together. No longer will we have to wait an hour to get into a match. We out that motherfucker rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? And again, how many multi-plat games have you bought in over the years? Just for example, that they closed the server down because it wasn't a big enough player pool. It happens. So
no, it definitely happens. I'm with you on that 100%, bro. I'm definitely with you 100%. But I think it's deeper than what we think it is. You understand what I'm saying? I think a lot of these if it was like that, why other developers, bigger developers, aren't talking about it? You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, what the most important thing, Alex, and what's dope is that the biggest game in the world right now is talking about it. But check it out, right? You had the guy, the president, or whatever, a PSN, come out and said, now this is him. You know, I hate the questions. His integrity. Hold on, I may find it, but I've been suffering with the videos about it. The reason why Sony doesn't want to allow it. They said they feel some type of way if you spend money on the Xbox or whatever, just for shits and giggles.
Was that dude really a part of Sony though? Is that a real account?
No, he was.
That nigga probably making up shit because they fired his dumb ass. That's what happened.
No, I'm just saying. Because that was the mandate. They felt some type of way about that.
Got blue cheese on them.
You know what I mean? So again, listen. I listen. I know. Listen, it will always be a council work, and I'm all for the fuck shit and the foolery. But I just see it as a chance for gamers. You know, we get labeled a weird shit to come together and move gaming forward in the whole. Right. If we go right back to picking about pitchforks, fuck you, Xbox is dog shit. You know what I mean? Diabetic game and all that shit. We just talking about something picking the hobby that we love itself, regardless who's in the lead and who like what, and I don't need an Xbox. They ain't got no real exclusive. Fuck all that. We talking about just picking up the goddamn shit and moving it forward.
Yo, they want you to turn off the background music. They want you to turn off the background music.
I got background music.
I like elevator music. They said.
I can't even hear it. Let me media source. Well, that's that fancy shit. That's that fancy shit in OBS, man.
Yeah, man.
OBS, a whole bunch of shit. I got a whole bunch of shit over here, man.
Yeah. You gotta get a loop. You gotta get a track list loop and just let it rock out when you're doing shit like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my beat. Actually, I can do that too. Yeah. I done step my game up. I done do a lot of shit.
You gotta get right, man. I'm telling you, man.
I do a lot of shit now, man. I done step my game
up.
Yo,
Neverland. Yo, tell them we was killing dudes crazy on that Call of Duty. Our numbers was looking better on Xbox than they were on PlayStation. That's a fact. That's a fact.
My brother Emirates 17 Zaire, that stuff has never worked that way, Z. You cannot sign into EverQuest with a World of Warcraft account. Maybe it hasn't worked in the past, but it's working right now for what Epic is doing. Because if I'm playing on I'll give you an example, and I'm talking from what I know. My grandson has a Android tablet, poor bastard. Maya has an iPad, right? His tablet, I had him over the week. He broke the screen on his tablet, right? So he wanted to play his Fortnite and Roblox, whatever. So what he was able to hop on the iPad, a totally different OS, you know what I mean, and have the stuff there in a point graphic and had everything there. If that makes sense. So again, this is something new. So what happened in the past before? Howard, we talk about something totally new.
All right,
that I know of.
Let's see what you said right there. 2 different iOSs, right?
Yeah, Apple and Android.
Right. All right. But they're downloading the same game, right?
Yep.
They're downloading the same game.
Okay.
So whose fault is that? The developers, because they're making it into one ecosystem instead of separating it for both consoles. You understand what I'm saying? That's the developers' fault, not Sony or Microsoft.
Wait. Me that shit again, Alex. Me that Trump shit again. What happened now? Who fault is it?
No, I'm saying.
He said the Illuminati. What happened with Jay-Z and Beyonce and the Illuminati? Tell me that shit again, Alex. And me that shit again. That was a real lot of shit right there. Me that drop that gym again for me, Alex. Who fault is it? Me that shit again.
The developers' fault. Because on the one ecosystem, that you got the game that you're downloading, right? Because like for instance, my nephew, he has PUBG on his phone.
Yeah. He
has an Android. I got a Apple phone. But for somehow we could play on that same network. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the developers' fault. It's not.
No, I see what you're saying, but they issued a statement and said, actually, someone gave me the link on one of my last dog shit shows. I think it was multiplayer, and they said it's not us. It said it's Sony that is locking your account. And then when Sony issued the statement to the BBC,
my bad. Let me clear up that. I said Fortnite, I meant PUBG. Yeah. I could have sworn I said PUBG. Yeah. PUBG is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Same thing. So you know what I mean. So, and same thing. I'm sorry. So we talking about again they're saying that it's locking it to your account. You know what I mean? So it's not us, it's them. You know, it's not say like what my man Mega say. It's not a us problem. Xbox again no name. That's a you problem. Right. So it's not us. And then Sony, issued a statement. So they're all about listening to the game. But again, this is a big thing out here. You know what I mean? And again, it's maybe. Because right, that's the biggest goddamn game in the goddamn world. Fortnite, I think it's dog shit. I'm not for it. Colorful. You know how I feel about diabetic gaming, right?
Right.
But this shit is huge, bro. You know what I mean? You got motherfuckers. You got people like what's my man? What's the Sony fan with Greg Miller? You know them guys are Sony fan boys. They even calling them out for the bullshit. Like you know what I mean? Like yo, so
I haven't seen no Sony fanboy come out of their mouth with this situation, but I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Like I got a few people I follow on Twitter and. The ones that I do know that are Sony fanboys, I haven't seen them outrage over it. If anything, they've been siding with me saying these Xbox and Nintendo niggas, and not even Nintendo niggas. That's the crazy part. Well, L Booker is the only one that's like out there chanting.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. He put the smack down. You know, Kratos, my man.
Yeah, I heard him talking his shit.
Hey, yo, Jay Kratos, my man. He went out and broke Kratos' legs, man, and DDT'd him. That
he was
shit
on
was ugly.
Steroids. That's all it was.
And my man Kratos said, wait, hold up now. Now I buy PlayStation games to play with PlayStation gamers. I said, oh shit, not like this, man.
There you go. Shout out to Kratos, yeah.
That's not like this, man.
Yo,
that shit was funny as hell.
We gotta start a GoFundMe for L Booker for his steroids and a new headset because his shit.
That nigga do be screaming, right? I don't be noticed because I be having my shit turned down. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this shit down to start the show.
This should be cool now. Listen, sometimes I don't even know if I want to do this podcast. He be yelling right in my ears, bro.
Yeah, like yo, this motherfucker be screaming.
The wrestler.
Hey, shout out to my brother, the Emirates 17 said Microsoft wants access to Sony services. This ain't got nothing to do with Sony.
It's deeper than rap, I'm telling you.
Hey, yo, this ain't got nothing to do with Sony's. What services? They don't want access to PS Now. Man, they ain't want that shit, yo. This ain't got nothing to do with these services. Shit, you know what I mean? They just ain't nothing got to do with these services.
I know it's deeper than this, man. It's something behind closed doors we don't know, and I think with that feud that they have, if this is true with PlayStation doing that bundle for Fortnite, that's probably some hush money that Epic is trying to say, yo, just do your thing, man. We both looking bad right now. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. There's something funny there.
You know what's crazy though? At the end of the day,
good press is better than no press, like I said on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, it depends on what it is, man.
Bad press, good press, it don't matter. It's bringing clout to Sony's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they release that console, if that's real, that console, that bundle.
Oh yeah, it's real. It's real. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. As far as Microsoft, right? They had to deal with PUBG. We still got it. I don't know when it's coming to the PlayStation. They still got it, right? Whatever, right? And at the time, PUBG was a little bit more popular than Fortnite. But Fortnite's been surpassed fucking PUBG, right? Fucking go back, because I had the Fortnite was on the Xbox first. I remember all day put that battery in my back to buy that dog shit for $30 before they had the Battle Royale mode, right?
Yeah, they had the regular game.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is dog shit, right? But once they seen that it become this phenomenon, Microsoft should have doubled back and came up with a goddamn Fortnite goddamn bundle console, something. That's what I'm talking about, them being a day late, $1 too goddamn short. You know what I mean? And that's what I said. I just think when it comes to gaming, I think overall that Sony is just better at gaming than Microsoft.
You got to remember though, because listen, Microsoft was campaigning hard for PUBG.
I'm on here.
So you imagine if they would have went hard for you know what I'm saying? For the other guys, it would have made their whole shit look bad. That whole deal look bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they knew. Well, nobody knew that Fortnite was gonna get as big as it did. Like, it took what PUBG was doing and put their own spin on it, and it being a free to play, I think that was the biggest straw that helped them out. Look at H1 right now as a free to play. They have 8 million players live. You know what I'm saying? So I think that paywall that PUBG put behind their game, that's what hurt them, and the lack of their frame rate is just horrible, man.
Oh yeah, that free to play, but it was a small. Yeah, you're right. Once you know what they could have too. Once Epic took off, but this shit's still in preview program. It's been in preview program on PC for a minute too. You know what I mean? And,
the PUBG?
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
It's just the crash. Listen, between the crashing, the lagging, the frame rates. Listen, it got to a point where I was like, I wanted to keep. You seen? I went all out. You see me on that shit every day.
Yeah.
It got to a point where I couldn't take it no more. I was like, yo, I'm giving y'all a chance. Yet it's almost 8 months in, and y'all niggas still ain't fix it. I'm out of here.
Let me answer my man Emerald 17 question. He said PSN is a totally separate service from everything else. That is why Microsoft wants Sony to allow crossplay. Crossplay is built on Xbox Live. Sony will have to directly link to. Now, we talking about. Here's the thing. All right, look it out. We're not talking about Sony exclusive. Sony exclusive, right? But the big multiplats for sure, they don't run on Sony servers. They run on what do you call it? Activision. You know, these all these companies have their own servers. This has nothing to do with your PSN or anything. For example, Fortnite, the game that we're talking about. Someone made an error or whatever the case. Maybe they did it on purpose to be funny, and then they merged the two worlds. Is that, you know what I mean? And Microsoft didn't have access to because again, you're connecting to Epic servers. You know what I mean? You're taking you're connected to their servers. We're not so this again has nothing to do with PSN. Like, you know, it doesn't work like that.
I think that whole shit has to do with Microsoft, even that game behind the paywall. Let's talk about that.
You said what? You said
free to play games. Sony doesn't. You don't have to have PlayStation now. You already know about that. You don't need.
Oh yeah, and I think, and I said that if that's the case,
that's a big deal, right?
Yeah, that Microsoft is wrong. You know what I mean? They're wrong, especially when again you got the biggest goddamn game in the world, Fortnite, and you can play it online and free on another console. You know what I mean? And you're not doing the same thing. You know what I mean? They're wrong for that.
And motherfuckers should be on their back about that, but you know, it's Microsoft, so they don't want to. These bots and tramp stamps don't want to be out there.
We got a good answer here from the Ruham. He said, I think cross progression could cause a problem to a console that has exclusive content if the other console doesn't have that exclusive content.
It takes away. That's what I'm saying. I think it's deeper than what we see, the way we see it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's stuff on Destiny that's exclusive for a year that you won't see. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that stuff that's exclusive, you can't have access to on that platform. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
There's probably fuckery behind it. That's what I'm saying. It's deeper than what we think it is, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, my man Harry Helene back with the pie chart. So Xbox had 45% of the UK market last gen. Still, they was greedy enough to not want crossplay, but that is contrasted with Sony agreed to have 70% of 8. Oh man, Jesus Christ! Hey, Harry Helene, you know you're my favorite white boy, right? Yeah, it's very.
Diabetic shooting.
Oh man, he ain't gonna give up with them numbers, man. He ain't gonna give up with them goddamn numbers. So to be fair, Sony has 17% of the market share. Hey, yo, don't start that shit, man. Hey, but no, what you been playing though, Alex? What you been playing?
Right now, I haven't been playing nothing, man.
Nothing. You won't play no game? What, next gen playing more games than you?
Listen, people gotta get out their house. It's not all about gaming all the time.
Oh, man, I ain't lying. I don't go outside. Listen, every time I go outside, somebody shoot mine. I just got shot recently, man. True story.
Nah, the Bronx is crazy right now. You seen what's happening.
Hey, yo, I ain't watched the video, but somebody sent that shit to me.
With that 15
I didn't. They said what the video said Spanish gang. I think what happened in another goddamn country. I ain't know that shit happened in New York.
Right here, up there on 183rd, bro.
Yo, that shit, wow.
That little nigga was wilding though. It's deeper than that. We get over.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, but god damn, they took that. That's some other shit right there.
Yeah, the Bronx was wilding. They clapping dudes over here crazy. That's why I try to stay in the city. I'll be in the city chilling.
That shit anyway though. I mean, ghetto's a ghetto no matter where the hell you at, man.
All right.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that shit. They don't even speak on the Juju heard shit. That shit ain't. Juju, who the fuck Juju heard?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's like you know how these little kids they got all these new gangs.
Oh, that's
Dominican dudes. Yeah, niggas wilding, bro.
I heard that one. I'm old school. I know about Blood and Crip. I'm old school.
Right, that's all out in the Latin Kings. They disappeared
a
long time ago.
Yeah. I know about Blood and Crip.
Whenever I get a chance, I come home. If I play H1.
You like that shit?
I love that game.
Listen. Here's the thing. I take that back. I had a problem with the shooting on H1Z when
it's a learning curve. Yeah.
But no, the reason why my shit was so bad and my input lag was so because again. I'm playing through OBS and my actual TV is behind me. So I'm not looking at the TV. I'm playing it through an app. You understand what I'm saying? And certain games, like I was trying to play Gears like it was crazy. You gotta
get yourself
the
thing monitor. I was telling you about.
I'm gonna get a little monitor.
You can do that.
Then I'm gonna plug my PC in, something like a little 13-inch monitor, and I'm gonna plug my PS4 into my OLED, you know what I mean? So I can use it. I'm still gaming on my KS9000 behind me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and another game was like Bloodborne. I'm always like the input lag is crazy. You know what I mean? That's when but let's check it out. I lost my goddamn wallet. I went to yesterday, went out and lost my goddamn wallet, man. Man, listen. I might get deported tomorrow. So whatever fuck and go there. I ain't got no identification. I ain't got nothing. I lost my wallet, lost all my money. Listen, I was lucky enough. I went upstairs and found some old Champion sweatband. I had $73 in my pocket. I'm in the house alone. Me and Maya for the weekend by herself. My mother went away on some camping trip with the kids and shit. She's a principal, right, at school. And we in this bitch thugging. And we went and bought some goddamn cat food. The dogs and shit was hungry. Everybody ate cat food. But Maya said, I lost my wallet. I lost every goddamn thing.
That's crazy, bro.
I lost everything.
Crazy, bro.
And yo, son told me to leave my wallet in the car, right? Because I just got the money. Somebody said, leave the wallet in my car, right? So I don't know. And this was crazy, bro. I would never put my money in my wallet. I always have my money inside my pocket. But me trying to be a responsible adult, and I don't know what the fuck, but this shit was wild.
You need to get yourself a bank account so you can have all your money in the bank, man.
I can do that too, but I just had some cash in my pocket, nigga shit, man. And yeah, man, I'm mad as fuck.
He said everybody eating cat food. That's disgusting,
everybody
bro.
Eating cat food. You know what I mean?
Oh man, this guy
got my little PayPal card and everything. I had to cancel that. Niggas maximum only had $17 in my PayPal. They didn't spend that shit on some dominoes. I ain't know my shit was missing.
Send my son Z some donations now.
I ain't know my shit was missing. So I went to order some Chinese food and shit. You tell you what's crazy? Like, yo, shit, my wallet. I'm looking for when they ordered the Chinese food. They just gave me that shit. Because I always order from them all the time. Like, yo, what the fuck? I get you. Like, they just gave me that shit. I'm like, oh, shit, I ain't got no wallet. What the fuck's my wallet at?
Yo, this guy
shit blew my mind, bro.
They said, Z, did you see my question? Did you pay for that question, bro?
Who that?
Let me see. Who is that?
The Ruhan. Oh, yeah. What do you say? I answered the question. You said,
he answered it, bro.
Yeah, I think cross progression could cause a problem to a console that has exclusive content if the other consoles don't have that exclusive content. Yeah, I read it. My man, the Ruhan back was smoking something to find is cheaper. I answered it again for you. I said I think it'll be just as easy as that you won't have access to that content when you log into on another console. I'm sorry if you didn't hear me, good brother. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
The chat is lit though, man. Y'all be going in.
The chat always stay lit, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't answer your question. Yeah.
That shit is funny as hell. This dude is crazy.
He said, my man Flip Bailey said I use a debit card. He said he uses EBD card for everything except tips. Fuck out of here. What is he talking about? Yeah, everybody in the South eating cat food, man.
with toilet water?
Yeah, hey, yo, bro. Hey, you know the name of my record company is motherfucking Soft Cat Food Records, man.
This nigga crazy, bro.
Hey, I got that shit on my. That shit was on my 360 on my avatar bio list. I changed it. My shit used to say Soft Cat Food Records.
Yo, this guy's retarded, bro.
Yeah.
What's up though? What you rocking with tonight? You playing?
Tonight. Listen, I need a favor. Listen, when I go live, I need 75 people in my live stream for 1 minute, man, so I can unlock this achievement on Twitch. I get to like 60.
You gotta play Sunday Light, man. I'm telling you, let's do this Last of Us tonight, man. Today's
I got Last of Us. I got this.
Listen, we were supposed to rock out a month ago. You over here playing, running circles, man.
Hey, hold on. Let me hit the eject button on my shit. Hold on, bro.
Yo, if y'all want us to play Last of Us right now, tonight,
hey, bro,
press 1 in the chat.
Wait, hold on. Last of Us right here, bro. Hold on.
I'm gonna have to carry Z on that multiplayer.
And also too, hold up. Your Last of Us. See, I got it right here. I got it. See, I bought it.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Play it. I'm gonna make it. Like I said, go live. I need 75 people that I can lock this.
But listen, man, if y'all want to see us play, y'all gotta go unlock that achievement for my boy right here. Yeah, y'all better tune in.
Yeah, I got here.
I'm gonna be there. So y'all already know it's about to be lit.
Hey, yo, Mr. Parker said he played Cuphead is straight shit. Nah, Cuphead the true Parker. Cuphead dope.
Yeah, they want to see it, so you gotta give the people what they want, man. That's how you gotta unlock these things.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, no, but let me ask you a question before we get them. Let me ask you 2 questions. What's the best game you played this year?
Right now, it was Uncharted 4, but that God of War, man. That God of War took that crown. Cause it was different. It wasn't like your average game. Like it had all types of. It had different games. Like I don't know. It felt like a whole bunch of games in one game. Like. That God of War was crazy, man. That God of War was nuts.
So God of War was crazy?
Yeah, that was my game of the year. Well, game of the decade right now. Well, this generation. It's my game of the decade.
God of War was. You know what? I like God of War too, but you know what? That Detroit Become Human was sick, bro.
I'm gonna have to buy that today. I keep slipping, but I got a coupon code from Sony. I ain't get to use, so I'm trying
to get the most. I gotta give away what you call The Last of Us. No, I'm sorry, Uncharted Lost Legacy. I see it's 30. 20 and shit.
You never played that one?
Yeah, I watched last stream, but my son got me for my shit, man.
When you play that Lost Legacy, play it with the 4K element. You're gonna see the difference. That's the game I was saying about that. If you need to see what the Pro can do, that game did it with the lighting, HDR, all that shit.
Yeah, I'll plug what I do. What does Twitch stream from the PlayStation to What do stream it?
You talking about doing it directly from the console?
Yeah, what they use? Is it at least 1080? Because I plug.
1080, yeah. I plug. But you can see your screen. I think will be playing in 4K regardless.
Yeah.
Which is still straight as long as you get the
But I ain't getting no HDR. I want the HDR. I want everything to pop.
No, you should get all that because you're doing it directly from the console.
Yeah, if I'm doing it directly from the console, not from
If you're doing it through
I gotta get that new cap card, that AVR Mini got a new 4K HDR joint. Now I just got this damn 4K one regular head joint for $230. Now they got a brand new one for $250 with the fucking HDR and all that. I'm mad as hell. I'm gonna sell this shit for like $140. I got like 3 goddamn cap cards back here. Bro.
Yeah, flip them and get the shit you need.
I ain't never sold nothing online before. I sold one thing, that motherfucking PS Pro. I did it. I'm selling shit for $250. Before I got the God of War joint. Yeah. My man King hit me. Yo, all right. This nigga was so wrong. I left the link in my PayPal on the thing. He just straight. Like, where the fuck is this extra $250 from? He ain't tell me shit. I'm like, I'm looking at myself. Where the hell does this $250 come from? He told me like, yo, y'all, that was me. I'm like, yo, you ain't tell me shit. I know what the like.
Man.
Like, all right, I'm sitting on your way. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Remember when the nigga Jimmy B Gaming called me like 7 o'clock in the morning talking that great. That's all I was talking. I was talking to him oh shit, the console. I swing that shit up. Because I was talking about some other shit at first. I'm gonna be in the city. Well, I know I'm gonna see the PlayStation. I was talking about something to that guy there. Nigga, I ain't know what the fuck. They called me about 6:41 talking that crazy. Oh, you don't know me, Zaire?
That dude is a weirdo, man.
Yeah.
That dude is a weirdo. But yo, listen, people are looking forward to you playing that Last of Us.
I'm about to play it now. Just put it in, bro. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me something to drink. Mr. Parker, read this last question. He said PS5 in 2019, day 1.
I doubt it.
2020.
2020, I think early 2020, like some Nintendo Wii Switch type.
They gonna bring every type of holiday season around with the big multiplayers.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
That console gonna be about $500. Niggas ain't got $500 in the beginning of the part of the year. That shit gonna be $500 around holiday season, bro. I'm telling you.
That's gonna be for us though, the guys who can't wait. You know, my
saying.
dumb ass probably spend the whole 3 weeks sitting out there waiting for that shit.
Let me join the last. I'll leave my party open on The Last of Us, man. But like I said, we about to get the hell up out of here. Listen.
Tune in. Leaving the link in the chat.
Yeah, look, I'm about to go right now. Right now, I'm about to go live in about 5 minutes. Let me grab me something to drink, walk my dogs. I'll be right back at it. I got The Last of Us. You saw me put it inside the thing. And hey, Parker, you don't pay your bets, Parker. You don't pay your shit. Yeah, niggas get taxes in the beginning of the year. Yeah, they get them in the beginning of the year, but if the console come out around March, April, that niggas' taxes be going about February, bro. You know what I mean?
They said we on a delay. Don't worry, this is about to be over. We about to be talking on the PlayStation right now.
All right, say no more though. I'll be right back at it.
Yes, sir. I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, for sure.
Twitch, you heard?
All right.